So in this video we are going to mainly try to get the how's it called, CPI call working, or to read from another program, and that's how far we got in yesterday's video. And the pull data method was the issue because it always throws errors that pull data isn't a function, if I remember right. So let's see if we can fix that today. Let's just clear. Then I need some music and then we can start. Brain. And I've seen that you can actually use, instead of path, you can put in GitHub repos here, the URL. This works as well, which is quite nice. But for now we are, let's just hope we can be lucky. Just run anchor test, I think. And was it anchor test? And hope that it runs now. Like this would be incredibly nice, but I don't think so. Deploying of both programs worked yesterday as well, and we see Oracle Master gets actually the IDL and the type, so the import works. I don't know why it isn't working when it's testing. My Oracle and Oracle CPI target deploy. Okay, so let's go to test. We are skipping the initialize account because we did it already once and we can't, since we are using or creating the PDA based on these bytes, and the bytes include the public key, and this would fail now. So this we would have to make this working again, would have to change the public key, and by that our wallet we are currently using, or key pair, and so we're just skipping that for now because this once passed, which means we now have a PDA with that account, and now we just want to pull the data. But we can just for now add another test and say write data, let's say write price data, async on transactions display Oracle methods, right? I think it's called update, and then it's just a new binary number math.floor here. And then it needs the account, it needs the Oracle PDA, but it's the data store. And then we need to RPC. I think it might be correlated, this issue right now, to the workspace, and because we both initialize with the same workspace and just set the S, so the type, specific to each program, but it might be also right, but I guess this is a bit confusing since, oh no, we actually changed the name, so we might be able to call, what's the workspace name? If we look through the, since we don't have a name in here, we don't have a name here. So the workspace is set here, and the workspace has the members and programs, and then all programs. But the workspace don't have a name. Program stuff definite is my Oracle and Oracle CPI. Can we adjust my Oracle? Okay. But now let's see if this test passes, and maybe this passes now as well with the changes. Test. I really want to get working in this session. Bit annoying that it deploys every time, but okay, we could just run the test command, I think. We don't need to deploy every time. Okay, failed, and what's the arrow? Give me an anchor build. Target, IDL, Oracle, CBI. Okay, at least we know where the workspace gets loaded from. And let's see. Target, IDL, Oracle master. Okay, this was indeed the error. I think the pain point, Oracle master. Now we should be good. If or at least we should be able to call the method, and we see if anything with the method is wrong, but with the integration. And let's see if we can just run npm test. This should. There's no test script, of course. You're right. There's no test script. And we do anchor test. So still deploying. Okay. IDL for program, Oracle Master. It's a bit confusing since things here are called Oracle CPI, here it's called Oracle Master. Let's change that we have the same name everywhere. Doesn't have, let's compare them both. Metadata address. Indeed has no metadata address. My Oracle has an address. But that's the address we deploy to. Oracle CPI is deployed to that address. And I don't think we have to. Don't get some address. So let's see why. With the Oracle CPI. Let's call it Oracle CPI here as well. And then we should get a Oracle CPI in the IDL now. And then we should be able to Oracle CPI. Then import Oracle CPI from Oracle CPI. Still no metadata, so that was not the issue. But let's delete the master. And why does the master doesn't get a metadata field? But there is no address configured here, so it's not in the programs. Let's have a target is nothing we modify, that gets written. We have, probably this is wrong. Programs of DevNet, my Oracle. Let's see how my Oracle is exactly the name of the program. So now our program, under other program Oracle CPI. Then let's go here. No, where was it? And call it Oracle CPI. This should now add the metadata program address. Hopefully. No. But this still has. They both don't have the metadata field. Okay. Or I'm done. No. Then let's do anchor test. Deploying program my Oracle. Maybe you have to change the program ID if you change the program name, but I hope you can use the same program ID. So EF, the program ID stayed the same. Do we have it? Yeah, okay, it added. So running the test thing adds the address here, and now we should have the address here as well. Awesome. Oh, damn. Damn, it worked. So the test passed. We were able to call pull data, and pull data just logs the name of the PDA we call. So in the logs we should see data Bitcoin USDT or Bitcoin slash USD, I think, or something. How we initialize the PDA. So we should see that in the logs. Since we route to DevNet, we should be able to see that. Solana should be able to verify the signature or something, or see it with. I have never done it this way before. I should be able to do something like confirm or. Yeah, confirm transaction by signature. Solana confirm finalized. Okay, now we want to see the logs. What this was. Logs. Stream transaction logs. Solana logs. Solana logs. So it's. Ooh. Are this no just all definite logs or? Yeah. Okay, let's just look it up in the Explorer. And I forgot to actually check if something happened to the market this morning, so let's real quick go over the news and check if there's something might happen. Okay, this is old. It seems like there's nothing new, then we can look up the transaction in the Explorer, closed X, and we should see awesome program log data Bitcoin USDT. So we can pull data from the PDA from another program in so basically cross-program invocations, but we don't call the function of another program. But this is something we continue with now. Let's say you have a public function. Push. Let's do push data. Yeah. And then let's give it construct push data, and it takes the Oracle PDA. Yep. And it takes the context, which is of type context, and has the push data type. And now we should be able to do something like here's my Oracle and import
program use the CPI feature. If I save that, look here, there's an error. So okay, it doesn't like this Well, then proper absolute path instead of this. Okay, can you build? Oh, wait, but now it is trying to build the anchor program that I have here as well. It is also trying to build this program. But this program builds. Then I get... Okay, let's try and fix that. This error originates in the attribute macro program. Well, I don't know, maybe just supply this one lifetime. Then you complain that then you complain that unused parameter. Okay, what if I just use some account, not because I want to use it, but just so it stops.
For just $49, you can make as many AI human videos as you want. And you never have to pick up a
The attribute macro program.
Yeah, we got no brain FM. Can I please connect? Okay, I'm here in brain FM again, so yeah.
Well, I don't know, maybe just supply this one lifetime. Then you complain that unused parameter. Okay, what if I just use some account, not because I want to use it, but just so it stops giving me errors. But hey, it could compile the GM anchor. Great, great. Okay, sure. It just doesn't like not having accounts, I guess. And if I steal your accounts, you're gonna be fine with. Oh, that's what you mean. That's what I'm missing. Haha. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes it takes me a while to figure these things out. Oh man, didn't get that for the longest time. Okay, but now, yeah, way better. Cool. We were able to build both the GM and our program. Great. Finally time to get to the interesting part with CPIs. Because now that we have included our GM anchor program with the CPI feature, we can here include or use our GM anchor program, and then we can in our instruction say GM anchor CPI. Unfortunately, it doesn't provide me with ideas.
So let's do track test. Let's see if it still builds. And then, if I get it right, we haven't seen the full implementation yet, but we should be able to Oracle CPI update. Ooh, that we like. Let's give it some price, and the price will be 64. Update data. So update takes context and data. And not just clone is needed, but try it just like that. Maybe we can get even the hash from it.
Is here. So CPI and then our function. I'm just gonna copy the name of our instruction,
the
a
function.
GM instruction, and then it's as if we call this function here. So we need to provide it the context, which is not going to be a normal context, but a CPI context, and then this GM's U8. We're going to provide the CPI context with a new context, and will just say which program and which accounts. And then once we have that, we provide the GMs, and I'm just gonna start with one GM. And that should then also give us a result, because, you know, what comes back from such a function is a result. It's also the same with the CPI. It will give me a result, and then I can just, you know, return it. You know, I could be like, return this, or the short way is just not writing a semicolon, and then it returns this. Whatever comes back from here, if the GM CPI raises an error, then also I will raise the error, and if it proceeds with OK, then also I say OK. That is that. So we just need to know which program. To make things easier, I'm gonna move this out such that I have better typing in here. You need an account info and the accounts. So the program we call, obviously we need to declare it in our accounts.
Let's move it as well. It's definitely better for readability. How did you call it? CPI context, CPI. Oh. And of course we forgot the C.
So the no accounts doesn't really work anymore, because we at least need one account, not the system program, but the GM program, which now the question is, how do we get that in there? I did it once. So for the CPI to
like
work, let's create a struct GM program, and then we implement anchor ID for it, and we get the actual ID from the declare ID of the other program though. So from the GM anchor, we get the ID, which, you know, we defined in here in the GM anchor, and then here we should be able to access the ID.
Okay, let's do it like implement. Anchor lane ID. For GM program.
Implement this for the GM program.
And we implement this for push data.
That's just a little bit of code that we need to add, such that we can then use the GM program down here to type our anchor program for that anchor account with this GM program. Cool. So no accounts is not correct anymore. Let's...
ID. MPL bubblegum. What is MPL bubblegum?
The other program though, so from the GM anchor we get the ID which, you know, we defined in here in the GM anchor, and then here we should be able to access the ID and implement this for the GM program. That's just a little bit of code that we need to add such that we can then use the GM program down here to type our anchor program for that anchor account with this GM program. Cool. So no account able to access the ID.
Now let's do it our way. Let's see if this works as well. From my understanding, we're adding now the function ID to the type push data. So
and implement this for the GM program. That's just a little bit of code that we need to add such that we can then
you
use
know
the
what? Let's do it like in the tutorial, just to be sure. And now we abstract, and it's called
GM program down here to type our anchor program for that anchor account.
Then we can say maybe this would work as well, but let's do CPI. Interesting. Okay. Now it's green. No, not. But we my minus Oracle. And it's anchor minus length.
With this GM program. Cool. So no accounts is not correct anymore. Let's also call that GM accounts. Why not? Not confusing at all, because those GM accounts are other GM accounts that the GM accounts in the GM program. So the first thing, the program we get from context, accounts, and then we have the GM program, because obviously we need to pass in the GM program such that we can then do the CPI on it. You know, Solana requires all the accounts up front, and then the remaining accounts. So what other accounts does this CPI context need? Well, those are now all the accounts that this thing requires, so the actual program. But to make it simple for myself, our own GM program. Although the naming here is not so great, so let's just call it GM program. Here, the GM program we then provide also with the program that we have from our context, counts GM program.
Oh, okay, what the fuck? Create a new account. Then we say, let's do it like that. An Oracle, GM accounts? No. GM anchor, GM accounts.
Thing requires, so the actual program. But to make it simple for myself, our
Can you see the source code? Ooh,
GM
awesome.
program. Although the naming here is not so great.
Okay, that's the first one. Use GM anchor. Do we need this as well? Let's just copy it to be sure. Well, and now let's see what. So, okay, so CPA context. So the program to account info, that's fine. Do we have to create with signer? My GM account, so it's my GM account. Fine. So this isn't used anymore. The PDA and GM program. So let's see, update needs the its data and designer the data store. Designer and data store. And that's the data store. And the Derive accounts. What is not certified? The trade ID is not implemented for CPI program. Trade ID. ID. Can we just and then it's called my oracle. Accounts is private. My oracle CPI accounts is private. Where are we? How can you make that public? I mean, the structs are all public. Can we just do it like that? Maybe just okay. Oh, okay. Not found in the scope. Okay, so we need to add destruct. So the struct is update and update. So we say CPI accounts update. Okay, CPI. CPI context. Expected account info for struct program. Go to account info. Solana does not have this field. Update does the have has the field user. So at least the errors now work, and it seems like it works in a sense that it can access the actual type of update. So let's call this user. Ooh, awesome. And then let's do a log here. Data pushed. So, okay, that's an easy fix. Clear terminal, anchor, text. 47 minutes in. You might be missing. Ooh, I did a little mess. Let's deploy. And let's just, because I'm curious, my GitHub profile now should say I am coding in Rust as well. Do you have an overview, like in which languages I code? Not anymore? Okay. But I guess... yeah, here it says you have a Rust repository. Because more than 50% are actually Rust here. Awesome. Yeah, and here I am, like it says, these are all the programs I've worked in recent videos, and I will create in the future for my projects. So they are all... oh! They are all public. Let's go to the test, just to go over it. The initializing was skipped, because like this can be only done once. Then we have the normal update function from our Oracle. Worked as well, of course. It did like it worked before. And then we have testing pool data, where we... no, okay, it's not integrated yet. pull data. And let's now push data. Hit testing. Push data. And then push data. A new random number, the accounts.pc, and let's see. And push data once. Push data once context push data. Oracle PDA, Oracle program, and sign. Then let's go. Actually, Oracle PDA, Oracle program, and designer. Yep. If this works now, like first try more or less, I will be so happy. Oh god. Then we did our actual first CPI. Like this was just reading data, which is not really a program invocation in like my understanding. Of course, like you read the program and therefore invoke it somehow, but this is now a real CPI. Actually, I can translate invoke to German. I don't know what it would be in German. Aufrufen. Yeah, like I was thinking of like calling, so my understanding is right. Oh, fucking awesome! Oh my, I am so happy right now. I am so happy. You can't imagine. Oh damn. So let's think what we are doing here. We're calling push data. Push data then calls our original push data, or our update, which should log update price, and then we log again data pushed price. So we should have update price, data pushed price. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh man, actually that's quite easy. So I don't know why I never, like about 1 year ago, I was thinking of starting smart contract development. Not Rust, it was like Solidity for Ethereum or EVM. And this was like, it wasn't really complicated, but it was like, I only knew TypeScript then, and Node, and like the whole Node environment. And I struggled a bit with learning, and of course, like here I struggle now as well. But once you got it, it's like easy, and it's like, it's not hard to remember. Like, if doing this 1, 2, 3 more times, and then you should be able to do it like out of your brain without looking stuff up, because it's actually quite easy and intuitive. Oh god, I'm so happy. The video is now 45 minutes. I want to record about 1.5 hours, but I'm so happy. And I didn't expect it to be that fast. I should be able to move that in, I don't know. Oh. I am so fucking happy. You really can't imagine. It's so nice, and it's actually so easy. It's so easy. So we basically built the Oracle. We have pull data is fucking easy. Like, okay, so I can pull data from any other smart contract then as well, as long as they have the struct entity key public. And for Oracle, we of course want the price to be public as well. And the data, things like that. And then we can do something like let data be data. I think to destructure or something like that. Okay. Oh, I learned so much in the last weeks. It's incredible. Deploying. Okay, everything passed. And everything passed, and we want to have a look at the testing pull data, which is the second signature, and we should now be able to destructure the type and have now the name and the price in the logs. Awesome, so that worked as well, and we didn't have to look anything up. God, I'm so happy, really. Let's then wrap it up here. That's basically what I wanted to do today. We can read data from other programs and even do CPIs and functions other programs. Bam! So we're basically done with that. Then I think the next project tomorrow or maybe later today I will try to build an arbitrage scanner based on the Jupyter exchange on Solana. Or at least, yeah, basically building a scanner to see if there are arbitrage opportunities, and if there are, then I think first step just integrating their smart contracts, their programs, and then to do arbitrage, their swap API, and then one step further is if that may not work every time. We should be able to use, or then I want to combine it with, where is it? G2 bundles. This is like a feature where we can put transactions in a bundle, and then they basically all the bundle is atomic, so the whole bundle gets executed or nothing. And then I want to use it with flash loans and do arbitrage with flash loans. I haven't looked up yet if there's a flash loan provider on Solana, but it would really surprise me if by now there isn't a flash loan provider. So now let's wrap it up, and then I see if I take the new video or next video today or tomorrow.